Okay, and this is Jack Holman. Thanks for joining the webinar. This is this October 15, so it's actually I'm happy to be back to have a normal life, back to the States with my 2 kids and family, and want to come back in a routine to coach you guys. And I have been working a couple of days behind the scenes. There's a lot of people where I connected to working for me, upgrading products and creating new products, so that you should expect they coming soon. So for who's on the call and who's on the first time on the call? So let me ask that. Me is Julian. Hi Julian. Good. We got a couple of new ones. So I'm for the guys who don't know me yet, I'm a local marketer. Actually, I'm 50 years old, so the slide's a little bit old, but I still like 49 better. So, and I do local internet marketing since 2009, and I manage now about 50 local businesses, and the products and tools I train you, I do by myself. I work within a software company with 80 employees. I have a partnership with Eric Leenders, who developed the lead tracker jack, the lead finder jack and rank tracker jack. So I think I have that partner since 2008, and I'm in connection with a lot of people who can help me with creating products and do the fulfillment. So I feel confident that I can train you to also be successful. And earlier on, I got a question, can I make $4,000 a month? Yes, you can. It is not that hard to make $4,000 a month. You need to follow some certain steps for that. And one of the things I always end in the email is success take action. If you keep studying and not implementing, then you're not getting there. So if you follow my Facebook post, I post those things by purpose. And the last post I posted, probably it's not good English, but I posted something like, doing is better than learning, and done is better than doing. So what I wanted to express with that is, you need to achieve something. Clients are more than happy to pay you for results, not for promises, okay? Once you produce results, they will going to like you, and they want only more from you. So that is my mentality, and my customers like me, and I like them. And that is how I want to treat you guys too. So I put high value on the support ticket. When you have an ID, and I like that ID, I'm going to implement it. So if your support to your customers is pretty well organized and pretty well done, you are in business. Okay? So that is about me. And if you go to a replay from the webinar, I always put the about me under that. So if you are new, you see a little bit background, because we moved in 2004 to the United States, and my kids were 2 and 4. So I didn't go the easiest way. Then what we are going to cover tonight. So now I like some interaction with you guys. I really liked the webinar about 2-3 weeks ago to webinar, 2 customers were willing to come live on a webinar, speaking about their success. And we all learned from that. So I really liked that one. And then if you have a website which you're using for fulfillment, for client getting, I will review, and Fritz is also on the call, I see. I will review with Fritz about that website, so we will comment on it. And luckily I see Fritz on the call, and let me unmute him for a second. Hi Fritz, do you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. How about me?
You really sound good tonight. So I'm happy that you could make it to the call, so we will do another role play.
Great.
And the last point we're going to cover, and we touch bases on Google AdWords, because I created a vote in Facebook, and how to generate lead with AdWords was one of the items with was the most asked item. It's still new, that vote, so I don't know how it turns out, but I see definitely a wish for it to learn more about it. So I want to ask you guys, does this agenda looks good for tonight? Type in your yes, or type it in all if you want something else. So I see a lot of yeses. So thanks for that. So that gives me confidence that we spent our night well. I see AdWords is still popular. So I need your guys' interaction, okay? That is the first point. Who has signed up the last 2 weeks a new client or a service? Who has signed up a new client or service the last 2 weeks? Who increased their business? So I see Phil has, Michael has a new client. Somebody else got a new client the last 2 weeks? Actually I had, but it's more because of a referral. So Phil, are you able to come live on the call and speak about it, about your new service or client? And what about you, Michael? Are you able and willing to come live on the call? If you're not, if you are a little bit afraid. Phil, okay, good. So Phil, I will unmute you. And Michael, if you want to type in a little bit about your new client, so we can speak a little bit in the chat about it, okay? And Phil, let me try to find you. Okay, I found you. Phil, I'm going to unmute you. Hi Phil, do you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you
Hi
hear
Phil.
me?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly, and everybody on the call hear you now. So Phil, where do you live?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, that's a nice place.
Hey, everyone. Yeah.
It's a little bit strange that they don't speak back, but you get used to it, okay? You can speak to me.
Okay, no problem.
Can you tell a little bit about your new service or your new client?
This was actually a referral, not exactly with someone that I work with all the time. Actually, it was a lady that I met, and
can you a little bit speak up so that everybody?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this was actually someone that was referred to me, and from someone that I just met, and based on how she and I met. She said, "Hey, listen, you know what? I've got someone that I think could really use your services," and and that's how I was referred to this new client.
And what is the service?
Basically lead generation, but just with a little twist to it. Not your typical lead gen, but I guess maybe for now I'd go ahead and just say lead generation.
Lead generation, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get paid per lead or do you get paid per month? How?
Well, the way we're setting it up, it's almost, if you mean, like an agency.
Okay.
Where, yeah, it is on a per lead basis. However, not your typical per call basis. Just you know, I guess maybe, how would I say this? There was a charge for for consultation, and then charge for like different things,
Okay.
and then tie in the lead gen.
So you got that client because of a referral. Do you think that it was part of your networking activity, or?
Yes, it was part of networking. Actually getting out there and talking to talking to people. Well, I mean, I'll go ahead and tell you exactly what happened. I met this went to a networking group, and if you say anything about the internet, and people just kind of crowd around you and want to. I start asking questions and things like things along those lines. And some of them actually want to show you how much internet stuff they know, and I tend to be kind of like when I'm in a crowd like that where people are asking questions and they want to start, okay, how do you rank the website? How do you do this? How do you do your linking and things like that? I totally stay away from like anything technical. So just like this lady said, hey, listen, what the lady that actually gave me the referral, she said, look, I'm ranking #1 for business coaching, in these cities. And I go, oh, wow, good. All right. How many phone calls are you getting? And she goes, 0. I was like, okay, well, then I just, then I stopped and I said, okay, look, you know what, because, there were like a bunch of people there. So I turned around to the next lady and she said, and I said, oh, you're looking at going into business, right? She says, yeah. And I said, okay, so, and you would like a coach, right? She goes, yeah. I was like, okay, what kind of keywords would you put in on Google? And she started describing her problems and, looking for someone to solve them. I said, see, there you go. Your potential client is not looking for a business coach at Atlanta. And then she goes, okay, you know what? I've got someone you need to talk to. And that's how I got the referral.
So it looks like you were able to ask the right questions. How are you? In which way are you doing the fulfillment?
The fulfillment, I'm doing it myself.
Yeah, but are you using AdWords, SEO, YouTube? What is your fulfillment
All
method?
of the above. Whatever it takes to get the phone to ring. All of the above.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is that specific enough? I mean,
yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really using, literally, I'm using all of the above. So if it's going to take, videos, then, we're getting. I mean, we just started, so.
It looks like it is a big client, if I hear you. So it's not because
well,
if you do all of the above, you do probably 4 traffic ways, and each traffic way takes energy and
yeah.
and time.
Right.
So I typically
it's not really big. Well, I guess maybe it's probably my biggest so far.
yeah. How old are you?
Yeah. Oh well.
You still sound young, huh? You still sound young.
30s.
You're young, so that's why I ask. Okay. How long are you in the internet space?
Oh gosh. Maybe 6 years.
Okay.
but not really like active. I'm not technical at all. I mean, when you talk about technical stuff, I do know what you're talking about, but
But you know your places where they do it for you. You know.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I go to all
that's
that.
actually what you want to achieve. That you have people working for you, and you only do the the client getting part and kind of bit the overseeing part. If you can
Right.
be in that position, that would be nice. I personally do too much technical stuff. I know it's also what I kind of like, but I don't do kind of programming because my programs are 10 times better than me. But I can follow them. So
Cool.
yeah, thanks and success with the with the client, and hopefully stay a long time with you. If you do AdWords, I like AdWords a lot, and the advantage from AdWords, what I see is I can get immediately results. So with YouTube and all kind of SEO work, it takes time.
Right.
But with AdWords, I make that client happy. And I just got a text message from somebody today. Said, let me get it. What I read. Hey Jack, so I wanted to check where you were at for the month. We have seen a huge turnaround the first 2 weeks, and I just started this month in the Netherlands with that client. So I was in the Netherlands with my laptop. Yeah, somebody
Right.
signed up for my service, and she said I see a huge turnaround the first 2 weeks. So in a couple of days I can change the business.
Oh wow.
That is what you can do with AdWords.
Mind if I ask what I just think what my challenge is trying to figure out which niches to go after. It's easy to say, hey, go after where the money is. But
You
it's
are
real
the
easy to say
second
that.
one who asked that question in the webinar. You asked the second one.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
because I mean, it's easy to say, hey, go after where the money is, but getting a hold of that business owner and having the time to get that guy to understand the value that you're going to provide to him is probably like, well, I mean that'd be like the second step, but the very first thing is getting a hold of him because he's in the
Yeah,
office at 7 a.m.
yeah,
and doesn't answer the phone, and then by the time 8 o'clock comes around, he's gone.
I know.
So
And
if I
then
may
you
go ahead and add,
and then you
sorry,
speak the first time with it, and if you're not able to make to get a decision from him that you don't get the credit card, so the second time is hard again to get
right,
it. So
right, there you go.
I
And
know.
this guy, if I may go ahead and say, this guy, even though he was referred to me, I still had to, it probably took maybe about 6 calls to get a hold of him. I mean, he sent me a couple emails say, hey, yeah, I got your message and all that good stuff, but probably took about 6 calls to get a hold of him. And then he said, okay, sure, I like what you're saying, send me a proposal. And it probably took about maybe 20 calls to get him, get a hold of him the second time. But in the proposal I sent to him, I actually attached 5 leads that I had already sent to him.
Hmm.
And that's like, I guess, maybe a huge tip.
Now we actually, I think it is a great tip. We in the Lead Tracker Jack call portal, we have a feature that is called Round Robin, and let's say you are experienced, you have your specialized in a certain niche, so you go to a new location, a new city. You're looking for companies who you think they can handle your calls or your leads. You send them a couple of free leads, each of those companies, and you can guide that call with an email or even a text message. And after a couple of calls and a whisper message, and after a couple of calls, you're going to contact them and see if they want to continue to receive those leads, or you send them to the competitor. And I'm a business owner by myself, and I know how much you hate that your competition get your customers. So that works.
You know, maybe well, I'm sure it works. Okay, you know, like early part of the year, what I was doing was actually sending leads to, or sending calls to roofers, and like one guy, I know I sent him at least seven calls, and he actually went out on these appointments and all that stuff, and what I found is that a lot of them are waiting to make profit or make a buck on these calls before they get engaged, you know, with you. It's like, gosh, dudes, you know, even if you pay Yellow Pages $30,000 a year, you're going to get calls where they don't do business with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
but,
I don't know if it was a niche or
how do you say that?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Once you grow, you get a certain reputation, and you also learn how to speak with the business owners, and you speak their language, and you know their concerns. So it is easier to build up that relationship with them. That's what I think.
Okay.
So I personally don't have a lot of problems to speak with business owners, because I know how they think about employees, I know how they think about profit, so I know what is important in their mind. So I, even with my language, I always have good conversation with them.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
when I go to a service like car repair or whatever service, and I'm in a good mood, let's say now I'm looking for a new client, then I start to ask them questions like, you know, how is business going? Okay, how do you get your clients? And I'm going to interview them more or less, and they get a sense, who are you, you know? And then I say, you know, I can turn your business in a week. So. Okay,
Cool.
so thanks for sharing your experience, and congratulations with your new client. And are you a member of the Facebook group? Lead
Actually,
Marketing?
no. No.
Do you have a Facebook account?
Not personally. I mean, for like
yeah, for business, I
yeah,
mean. Huh?
Sure. Yes, I
So
do.
let me put in the link, and maybe, you know, because I think a lot of people are now interested in you, how you're doing with this client, you just post something in the future, like, you know, how things are going with you. Okay?
Okay, sure.
So I will post the Facebook group link, and so people
Okay,
can
got it.
engage with you. Okay? Thanks so much for sharing your experience.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay.
So guys, I think what you learn, able to learn, is that networking can also work, and you don't need to do cold calling or whatever. You know, if you know somebody and you speak about your service, or you met them business owners and you speak about a little bit what they are interested in, and you ask the right questions, and the right questions, they are more or less towards from, you know, what works for you, you know, what drives for you the business. So that is typically I lead those conversations, but I'm a more goal-orientated person. I have to say that too. So let's Michael got also a client, and let me summarize what he has put in the chat box. So client does video production. I set up his blog and started creating articles to it. So probably SEO stuff. And then I was looking to outsource his video production work. So that is how he got the client. And I need on location and studio post-production for client. So sending him work that I make margin on, he became a client of building content for his own website. So what this tells me is business is also is a lot of based on trust. So you have to find a way that you get that trust from that client. And once you have that trust, you know, the price is not the most important thing. You know, results is, but also trust that you are doing what you are promised. I'm looking to try out Lead Finder Jack to locate chiropractors for starting up a consumer guide on how to choose a chiropractor. Once the web developer is done, I will be using AdWords to promote the guide. Okay, so that is Michael information. So with that said, any questions around this topic? Okay, this is actually a good question. If Facebook is more cost effective and easier and no worry about Google Dance, why should we learn or use AdWords? Okay, so I'm an ROI person. Okay, an ROI means if I put $1 in something, I want $5 out something, or you know, I want a ratio, return on investment. If that is with AdWords, I use AdWords. Is that with Facebook? I use Facebook, okay? It doesn't matter too much to me. It used to be that AdWords was more or less the only ROI machine I knew what really worked, and it still works. I think Facebook is coming more and more important to also find clients and customers. So that is coming, that is rising. It's good. It is for sure good to learn that. But it's AdWords at the moment is more important, I think. But it might be that in Facebook will be as equal as important, and maybe, you know, it will be more important. So ROI is better with Facebook than AdWords. I hope I'm going to really learn Facebook advertising, and I think it's also depending where your customer hangs out and how you can convert them. If I think for an immediate need, I think AdWords is better. If you have a service which, you know, they are checking out, or a client getting way, you know, to pay you for your service, Facebook might work well. Okay, so but I will become a Facebook guru, but I'm not there yet, so I'm very honest in that. I bought a tool where you can scrape IPs, send them an email, or show a specific ad. So that is, and I created a Facebook group for you guys to communicate about Facebook. And if you are interested in Facebook, you really want to be part of that group and share your experience, and I will also share my experience. Okay, so that was a very good question. See if I missed a question. That was all about Facebook, I think. So let me jump to Fritz, because I don't want to hold out Fritz too long on the call. Fritz, do you hear me?
Yes.
Fritz?
Hello, Jack.
Hey, glad you are back.
Yeah, I've been listening to the questions.
Okay.
And it's like every week, everyone has trouble getting through the gatekeeper and getting a new client. There are some. It's almost you have to be able to use a trick to get to them, and so I'm developing some ways to do that using video, doing a video interview with people and stuff like that.
Oh, I heard that trick. So
Yeah.
so you're saying instead of saying you know, I want you as client, you say I'm an internet expert and I promote local business. Are you okay that I promote you? Something like that.
You don't even, yeah, you don't even talk about who you are, what you do, or anything. That's really the mistake that people make.
Okay. So I felt.
Yeah, because in selling, they buy you first. You know, they, as you said many times, you know, they have to like you. And,
Yeah.
And I mean, and the more money you're trying to get from them, the more they have to like you. I mean, and to do that, you have to kind of be a little sneaky, and you have to befriend them, and it takes a while. So you have to, you know, talk like them, be like them, give them something, particularly with people that have money, you know, like a plastic surgeon or somebody like that. It's not really the money, just like you said. It's more about the trust. Do they trust you? And more importantly, do they like you?
Yeah.
And that's all selling is. And it's an art, but it's why so many people can't do it, because it's kind of, you know, as they say, the small talk. And so you have to have some type of service to get to them that they think's valuable. And I know a couple guys that are doing interviews for local businesses, either by video or just, you know, otherwise.
But isn't it, I heard that trick, isn't it because, you know, you get a foot in the door and you know, you want to speak with the business owners, and in able to speak with the business owners, you offer them something what they really like. You know, they like to be on the news, they like to be on YouTube.
Well, you're appealing to their ego, and people with money generally have a big ego, and they always like to be in control, and they like to confront people.
Okay, so let me ask a question to my members, okay?
Okay.
And I like to have a yes and a no. Who has a phone where they can make a video? Who has an Android or an iPhone or something like that, which has a video recorder on it? So type in a yes and a no. I see yeses. I see only yeses at the moment, okay? So how hard is for you to make a video with that phone, you know? It's very easy, okay? So you don't need your best, you don't need a $500 tool to make a video. And if and I tell you one trick, sound is more important than the video. So if you want to connect a microphone to your phone and you buy a cheap stand, then that's all what you need, okay? So if you're really after a client, you know, let's say, so I got a question in the chat box. I like to get more Gaia practice, okay? So what? So one.
Well, let me answer that, because I'm a chiropractor.
Yeah. So answer that, Fritz.
Well, number one, a lot of chiropractors don't have that much money nowadays, unfortunately. So number one, before you say I'm going after chiropractors, there's only usually a couple in every city that have enough budget to pay you, you know, enough money, at least $500 a month, $500 to $1,000. Most of them don't have that. And so with chiropractors, you have to really prospect to find those too. Now, opposed to like plastic surgeons, they've all got money. I mean, I know a guy that only calls on plastic surgeons that make $4 million and up. So he really goes after it. Now, chiropractors, you know, first you have to know if they have any money. And then after that, they're much more accessible than like a plastic surgeon, for sure. I mean, they may be sitting around in their office with no patients, And you would think that's good because you can go right in and talk to them. But in a way it's bad, because if they only see 10 or 15 patients a week or a day, they don't have any money to pay you. So it's not worth your time. They got to be seeing, 40 to 50 patients a day to make any money nowadays. So that's your first step with the chiropractor. But if you find a good one and you can talk their language, they're good guys. I was one for 17 years. So, and they're natural health people, so you have to talk natural health to them, and you just got to talk their language. But some of them are very, very tight. They're old-minded. They're backwards. So probably a younger type chiropractor that's really aggressive and is already seeing at least 30 patients a day would be your prime suspect to go for a chiropractor. He would have between maybe $500 to $1,000 a month to pay you on a package of services for him, which would include new patients, SEO, reputation management, and just a whole package. And that's what I'm going to sell. It's like a whole package to businesses that I already know have money. And then it's like we were saying before, there's a certain process to get them to like you before they'll let loose of their money. So it's, first of all, you got to get in front of them, and you have to find a technique that works for you, that you enjoy doing, and you can get in front of the owner that has money. Because unfortunately, the more money they have, the more busier they're going to be, the harder they're going to get to. So and the people that you can talk to real easy don't have any money because they don't have any clients. So it's a problem. You see what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's
that's the way it is out there. So find a niche that's got some money that you can get in front of. Find a way that appeals to their ego. The people with money really, they like flattery. They like saying they're the greatest and all that kind of stuff. You build them up and then sell them. It's not that simple, but there's different ways to do it, and the interview way is one of the better ways, because everybody likes to interview because it makes them feel like, wow, I must be famous if he wants to interview me, and that's exactly what they want. They don't want to be sold; they want to be flattered by somebody.
So, Fritz,
yeah,
can you do the introduction to ask somebody to get filmed, or how would you give that in hand?
Well, here's if you could go to YouTube and you could see if any local businesses, hopefully doctors or lawyers or somebody that makes money has a video on YouTube. And
I think most don't have, so I don't think that is the problem. I ask more. Your niche is plastic surgery. How
right.
do you get that person in front of the camera?
Well, you have to come up with either a reason that you want to interview them, either for a local a local magazine that's like an online magazine that you don't want to do a print one. It costs too much. But you could say I'm developing a local online magazine for physicians, and I'd like to interview you to put on the site, so that I can develop some content for my site. And of course he's going to say, what's it cost? And you're going to say, well, nothing, because I need some content for my new physician website I'm building. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah. And you can just say, yeah, we'll put your picture there, and we'll do the interview, and you're going to get some real
I think I would I think I would start differently. I think.
Okay.
So I would say, you know, I'm a local internet marketer. I'm interested in successful businesses and especially in your niche. Would you mind to tell about yourself, how what you're doing and how you became successful?
That's appealing to their ego too.
Yeah. So that's
yeah, their ego.
So so I think then they feel, you know, oh wow, they want my story. So
that's good, and you know, they don't have to divulge everything because they're going to worry about their competitors knowing, but you know, they can just give you generalities. But yeah, anything that appeals to their ego will probably work. Whatever words you can come up with that get you in the door and get you past the gatekeeper and get you in front of that person.
So I got from Will a tip, you know, Hangout is the best way to produce interviews. I think you're right, Will, but I think if you want to interview somebody who's not in your city, I think Hangout is an alternative. But how many doctors are or business people are how do you call it, up to date with Hangout? You know, I'm still learning. So and they don't know Google Plus. They don't know.
No.
They have a Gmail account. That's what they know. Okay, but they are still learning too much to get them in front of Hangouts with a webcam.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They remember these people. I mean, these people have no time at all. I mean, none. I mean, if you can get 10 or 15 minutes for an interview, you're lucky. I mean, in their office, sitting behind their desk. I mean, that's all they have. So,
so
that's it.
I got from Marshall, I think we touched on something. I'm building a site for a local business in my area called Cape Fear Local Hangouts, and plan on doing Google Hangouts interviews that can be posted on the site, on YouTube, on Facebook page, and get it ranked. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, that's great. And
yeah,
if you use keywords like the business, you probably get or is known in the area, so you probably get that video ranked, and then you can have a phone number on it, and you can get paid per lead.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good. I haven't done much with Hangouts, but
I'm not an expert either. You know, I decided a couple of months ago to use GoToWebinar, and instead of an alternative, and that is, you know, that's my level. And Hangouts probably is from Google, so it probably will become very, very, very good. So
I mean, the good thing with videos are, especially if you do them on a Hangout, is they'll rank really fast. And if it's a high quality video and you get it on the first page, then it gives you a reason to go back to that doctor and say, I've got this video getting quite a few searches ranked on page 1, and then you can just sell them the video.
Yeah, but are you waiting until you get ranked before you want to do business with that business?
No, you don't have to.
I think you know, I use that video as foot in the door, and you know, and maybe you want to show the result at that point. But I think at that point you should say, you know, I can work on your reputation. I see you have no reviews or you have bad reviews. Let me fix that for you. You know, it's a lot of work, but it's really important because 75% of the people who are looking for your service are checking out reviews online. So you want to make sure that those are positive. And this video will help you with that, but you need more, and I can help you with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. And there's a lot of different divisions that we can go after. One of the most successful consultants I know doesn't say any of that. He just says, we are your marketing consultant. We will do everything for you. And then he just goes into everything, all the different aspects of it, and he says, that's why we're different than everybody else in this city. We're going to do it all. We're experts at it, and we'll get you results. And then it's a package, and the package seems like there's so much work going on, but 98% of it is done by VAs. And they don't know that, though. The people don't know it, including, you know, posting on Facebook and everything else, but they don't take less than $1,000 a month, and it's closer to $1,500. But there's a lot of services they do. And I mean, you know, and the people get results from it. But you have to have VAs, and, you know, they do most of the work, and, you know, it includes everything we just talked about. So I think that does differentiate you from all the other consultants. If you can go in with a complete package, most consultants won't do that. They'll try to sell them a mobile website, or just reputation management, or just video. And I think they get bombarded by those type of consultants. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting together a package which includes lead gen, and what we have as consultants over those type of consultants is we already know pay-per-click to get them leads, to get them phone calls. The consultants out there that don't know pay-per-click and they know everything else, what they worry about, and they've told me this, is that they're getting paid $1,000 a month and the client's not getting many phone calls. So
Guy, do you want to hear?
They call me or Jack to do pay-per-click to get the phone calls. That's the truth.
So I will add something to it, and I think that is the trick when I sign up new clients.
Yeah.
I ask maybe 10, 20 questions before I offer something. I first want to know how the business is run, how they get current clients, where the pain is. I try to find out how the phone get answered. I try to learn that business. And once I have a feeling about what they need, I most of the time I offer something, you know, what really works on short term, and they like me the first month. And what Fritz is actually explaining is, you don't want to offer only a mobile website because you are a mobile website expert, you know. If you are in front of a business owner, first you want to get to know him, how the business is run, how the current clients find them. You've tried to find out where they are lacking on and maybe where they are doing wrong. And then you're going to present them a plan after you have interviewed that business, an implementation plan. And this is what we can do. This is the first month we can do. This is the second month we can do. And this is the third month. But I'm your internet marketing specialist. I'm not your SEO person.
Right.
So that is where you want to get there. And once you become the internet marketing expert, you know, you have a client for life because, you know, you are there. You solve their holes, you know, because a business owner, they just want to see business. They don't want to know about Google Hangouts, SEO, Google Places, Google AdWords. No, they just want to provide their service. A chiropractor and surgery, whatever they are, they want to provide that service. But they need first to find something like you who can cover their internet marketing need. So they are aware that they need to be on internet, and you want to present yourself as good as possible as the guru. And the previous person which we had on the phone call is, he said, I was able to ask the right questions. Okay, so asking questions is important.
It is, and I got a question for you, Jack. Now,
okay,
you know, we know we both know a guy named Jeff Smith. He started that Medical Marketing Mastery, and he has what's called What's Wrong with Their Business, and then you know exactly what to say. So but I've never seen one for other businesses. So maybe between me and Jack, we could come up with 15 or 20 questions that you guys could send out to a client that's interested, kind of like a business audit. And I know several guys that I know some that even charge for that. Most of them don't. But it's the filter that will tell you if you're wasting your time or not. If they won't answer 20 questions on a simple practice audit or business audit, there's a good chance they're not serious. Now, I don't know if that's completely true or not. You can do it over the phone and ask the same questions, but that does take a lot of time, and it may take a lot of time just to get them back on the phone. But sending it out to them, you could even send it snail mail just to make it more professional, or email. But that's how you find out what questions to ask them, because they tell you. And if they won't fill that out, then you're always, they're in control, and you're always you're not really sure what to recommend to them. So
okay.
I don't know how to get around that.
Okay. So Joel posed a question, and
yeah.
let me bring that question to all the members on the call. Jack, I think most people on the call know how to close business. What we need help with is how are you finding your potential leads that wants to talk to you. So my question is to the group is, what is your most important problem? Find business who are in need, or close the deal. So find or close. Type in find or close. Find a business or close the deal. So I like to see all you guys answer. Okay, so we have a good okay. Okay, I think not everybody has entered the answer, so I like that you take 1 second. Find a business who is in need, or close the deal to get them as client. Okay, so let me 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think find is about 70%, then 15% is close, and then do the fulfillment. Okay, so that's about what I see quickly in the. So who typed in find and do not have lead finder Jack? Okay, who type in find and don't have lead finder Jack? Okay, I see only one person. Okay, I see more person. Okay, so if your biggest problem is find and you don't have lead finder Jack, either you didn't know about that software program, or you are not serious in your business. So that should and I think Fritz, we can go over how we find businesses with lead finder Jack. And
yeah, let's do the role play next week.
Okay. Okay.
Because this is really good what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'll be better prepared with new tools, I think, to do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
so
just new tools. So I think we can give them better next week. So okay.
Yeah, and I agree. So let's so we were more focused on the close, but actually 80% of 70% are more has more problems to find business.
Well,
No. Okay, so my short answer to this is, and I think you don't going to like it, is if you determine your niche, whatever it is, everybody needs your help. Okay, so finding is like, you know, I don't know if a good chiropractor exists in my town. Okay, so you open Yellow Pages and you know, okay, yeah, he's in chiropractor. So that is you find your client. Okay. Now then it comes back to close, because finding somebody who is in need of your service is not hard. Okay. So closing is actually how the problem, because every business owner needs more clients. Okay, so you probably don't like this answer. Okay, so let me change my answer, so probably you're going to like it better. Okay, so I learned that fishing in a small pond where a lot of fishes are is easier than in a big ocean, and there are not a lot of fish out there. Okay, so what I want to try to tell you is, if a local business or if a business already spending money online, they have a marketing budget, it is a great way to target them, and you target them on a specific each where they are lacking on, like reputation, mobile website, SEO, all kind of things you can do. Okay, that is how you find the client. Okay, so that should solve your problem. If you are in mind, how do I find a client, that is your answer. Okay, I still think closing is much difficult than finding. Finding means that person needs my service. That is how I understood your answer. Okay, that business needs my service. And needs means I can help that business to make money. Okay. The question is, does that business want you to pay for it to make money? Because a lot of SEO companies, how do you say that? Destroyed. I don't know if you is destroyed, but gave our job a bad reputation, because SEO and traffic. You know, I probably upset some people on the call. I don't care about traffic on a website. I really don't care. I care about customers. I care about calls, and I care about emails. I care about action. I care about conversion. And 10 visitors can result in 10 calls, and 100 SEO visitors can result maybe in 5 calls. So what do I rather have? 10 targeted customers. So
okay, I'll give you some psychology about exactly what you said.
Okay.
Because it's pretty important. I was talking to my friend the other day that only handles high-end clients, and we were just having a beer, and he goes, all these years I've been handling them, you know what the only thing they really want? They just want somebody to talk to. That's it. So he says, as long as I stay in contact with them enough, I get paid. They don't care that much about the results. Not like a smaller business owner, like a chiropractor, that needs new customers. Some of these business owners don't really need that many new customers. They just need branding. They need brand awareness. They need somebody to talk to. But that is completely different than a lot of small business owners who definitely need our service, and they're all going to say they need it, but they can't pay for it.
Yeah,
that's the problem. The number one focus is new customers, and you better get them or else. As opposed to this other type of client, it's not nearly as important. That's why these consultants can do SEO, because they're not under the gun, okay, because there's enough money coming in to the business already. And then these other type of clients are
Okay.
under the gun, and that's the way it works.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
And so
I can imagine that it works in that way.
it does, yeah.
And
it
I
takes
have a
while
lot
to
of
figure that
clients
out.
who appreciate my results,
Right.
and that is where I focus on. So,
I know.
but
So
yeah.
yeah, so you have to know how to approach each one of these type of clients, and maybe something in between is the best way to go. You know, they're not broke.
No,
but
I
they're
think
not rich.
I think what you said is important. Is it depends what their need is, and
Right. Depends.
a small business owner, they want to break even fast. Okay, they want
do.
to just
Yeah.
pay the bills.
Yep.
Okay, so there is no something like branding. You know, they don't
No.
care so much on branding. They just care
Nope.
about results. Then you
Right.
have those bigger companies. They like branding because once you have a certain amount of size, then the branding will do the
Again,
work for you.
It's their ego.
There's
You're
also
building their ego.
branding. Branding means why? Branding
Yeah.
means, you know, I'm well known in town. If somebody thinks about a chiropractor, they think about me. If somebody
Right.
thinks about a car repair shop, they think about me. So they
Right.
don't need that direct sales. They just have that branding mind that, you know, I know if they have a problem, they will think on me. So that is more important, that I have good reviews,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I'm everywhere presented, and that is what SEO does. SEO does,
Right.
you know, they will make sure you're everywhere. Okay. So with AdWords, when you turn it off, you know, you're nowhere. Okay. So all what you did in the past is gone. Okay. So, and that is that's the disadvantage from AdWords.
You know, that's why that business or practice audit is so important. And the questions you put on that is going to determine almost if you can close the customer. So
yeah, but if you do those questions, you know, questionnaire, so
yeah,
you position yourself as a specialist. So it's most how do you say that? Most services, they just want to offer an element. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So what you want to do is say, okay, I know SEO, I know Facebook, I know Google, YouTube, I know AdWords, but let me find out first what works, what you really need, and then we come with an implementation plan, and
Right.
and that is where you want to be eventually. Okay.
Yeah, and then right at the end, then you say, I also want to make sure that we can work together so that I can get you great results, because maybe we can't even work good together. And, you know, it kind of puts a little icing on the cake, and then it's kind of a take back from them, you know, that you don't need them. You're starting to change the outlook to where you want them to think that they need you more than you need them, psychologically, I think. And when you get to that point, it's all over. You got a deal. It's hard to do, though. All right, so I'm going to take off. Is that okay?
Thanks, Fritz, and
thank you.
We do the same about the same discussion. We continue the discussion about client getting and role playing next week. Okay, Fritz?
Yeah, it's all good stuff. I think we all need it. You know, I know I do. I always need brushing up on it. So, thanks a lot. Good night.
Okay, thanks, Fritz.
Okay, bye.
So let's continue. The next topic on the agenda is getting some website reviews, and I got one website already in the chat box. I will, if you want, do 5 websites, and then I will go over to the last topic. Okay? Thanks, Kathy. I appreciate that. So let me open a browser, put the website in. So if you want the website get reviewed, put it in the chat box. Okay. Okay, I got the first website up. Okay, so this is a chiropractor, I think. What do you guys think of this website? I forgot the name from the who sent me this website. What I remember is you sending it via AdWords since a week traffic and don't see too many conversions yet, correct? Do I remember that correctly? Okay. Let me so let me read first the comments, and then that gives me time to give you an answer. Okay, so I see nice, good, too busy. I think the black ground is terrible. We are doing their AdWords and literally no calls. Okay, so that is from Clint, who sent me he comments on his own website now. It looks cluttered to me. There is no clear anything for me to do. Even the offers were not generated any calls. Where is the address? Looks good. Also try new patient special. It is not apparent what the website about. Needs a prominent click to call button. Okay. So let me ask first question. What would you like to achieve with this website? Would you like that they book an appointment, that they call? What is the goal? What is the goal of the website? I think a call. Okay, Clint, you're doing the website for a client. Okay, there's not something like I think. There's something like this is what the client wants to achieve, get out of it. Okay, to get a call. Okay, good. To get a call. Okay. So, if you want to get a call, I would not make the form on the home page. Okay, it's good to have this, but a link is enough to go to that page. Okay, because it fill out real estate. Okay, so it's not clear to me what my call to action is, and one of the point is that that form is here because I didn't know what I had to do, what you expect me to do. So I would just make an appointment link somewhere. Okay, so then there are two phone numbers here. Are you using the same website for two cities? They have two different sets. Okay, and you want to use the same location. Okay, so I personally hate black background. I hate it. Okay, I cannot read this easily. I always stay with white background and black letters. It's very simple. Let me put it. It's a lab test of my local search llc.com, something like that. See what it comes up. Okay, local search llc.com. or PR, local search PR, I believe, local search PR.com. Okay, still not local search. Okay, you see, but it's about the same. Okay, I like black letters with white background. Black letters with white background. It's much easier to read. It's still, I think the letters here are still a little bit too small, but I think you got the point. Okay, so if you go back here, it's nice. It is like, how do you call it, a presentation folder. Okay, but the website is, you only get a couple of seconds that they stay in your website or not. Okay, and then, oops, the mobile site looks good. So probably what I hear, your mobile site is covered. Okay, so I haven't. So now the question is, people who, what you can do is, this is a trick, Clint. You can put other phone numbers on the website and on the mobile phone, and then see where you got the call from. And if you send traffic from AdWords, so if you use Lead Tracker Jack, you can have different phone numbers, and for the web, for the desktop and for the mobile, and then you find out who generate the calls. And once you find that out, you know what works and where you have to improve them. Okay? They have literally stopped speaking and paying me since they get so few calls. Okay. After creating such a nice website. Do you own the website, Clint, or is their website? Is it on your domain and server, or is the client domain and server? I don't get an answer. So their website, their account. Okay. Okay, I think that is a lesson learned. Okay, so I don't do that. If I do service for a client, I want to own the website and I want to have it on my server. So if something happened, I can use the same for somebody else. And probably you got paid for that. Yeah, I know. My goal was to get them results and they did not. So the question is, do you still want to work on it? Do you still want to improve it, or do you want to just say, okay, lesson learned, and find another chiropractor and go ahead? So, because if you use AdWords, it costs you clicks, it costs you money, and if they don't pay you, doesn't make sense to continue on it. But let me, I kind of like that green header. I like $80 includes. I don't know what it exactly includes, so probably it needs to be a link, but I like that green. But I don't like this part. Okay, I think this is not easy readable. What I like is those 3 images, but I don't like the form. So I would spread it out to like this website. I would make 3 columns, and you have 3 servers. So that idea of 3 is actually good, but that form is not. That doesn't belong here. Yeah, that background and those colors are easy changes. Okay, Somebody who can code it just has an other CSS color. That is very easy. So I like, but actually, I don't know why you did all those text. Is that for SEO? Then it's okay, but you don't need it. Okay, if you know your website visitor with three questions, they can make read more. You don't need this. This can be on a sub page. Okay, so if you make if you would make this the whole website, what I'm showing here, you take off the form. That's all what you need on the home page. This can be on a sub page. This can all be on a sub page. The home page, you want to make it very simple, easy, attracting. You don't want to, okay, read, Maybe if you do this office hours, that's actually not bad. Something you want to, okay, you already have that you are local. The city names here. So that's already good. All that other information can be on a subpage. You want that they click on it. You want to know the three main services, okay? Three main services what they provide. Benefits, I don't know, lower payback treatment. So this is actually, this is the main service, lower back pain treatment, and you want to have two other main services. The three important reasons why they use their service. So I don't think if you drive traffic that somebody you don't want to drive traffic and provide them information, the benefit of it. It's like you paying for a click, but you provide information. Now you want the customer, if they need information, they can go to Wikipedia or whatever, You want to close a sale. So you want to show here the three main services. Does everybody get that? This is actually important. You don't want to, on a home page, you don't want to educate people, okay? You want to split that traffic where they are looking for. With AdWords is in direct sales. They are looking for what? You provide something, okay? Benefits is not something like, it's like SEO. You put it on the subpage, but not on the home page. You're going to find out the 80-20% rule. You ask the business, where do you find, what do you sell the most? Where do you make the most money with? Actually, that is the best question. Where do you make the most money with? From whom do you expect the most customers via internet for your service and you make the most money with? Okay? That is where you want to categorize, and you make those three images the whole page, and that's the whole home page. Okay, so if you, it's not Jack never sent the PPC to home page. Okay, it depends. Okay, if your home page is as I explained it to you, then it's okay. If you have three distinguished services, about arm pain, head pain, leg pain, okay, those keywords are different, okay. People will have leg pain, they are looking for a solution for the leg pain, okay. So then you send them to traffic what speaks about the leg, okay. If you have also if people are looking for chiropractor in town, then you send them to the home page. Okay, so hope that helped. Yeah, I know somebody is saying you don't want to send them to the home page. Okay, let me show you an example what he means, and that. Okay. Oh, I don't know if it time. Okay, so this is an example. This company has thousands of more testers. Okay, and what I do, I split that traffic in 4 groups: lab testing, DNA testing, drug testing, STD testing. Okay, if somebody is searching for lab testing, I don't know if the drug testing, DNA testing, and STD testing. But if they look for DNA testing, I send that AdWords traffic directly to the DNA test page, because that explains, that give them direct info what they are looking for. Okay, so with AdWords you want to balance a little bit. If the keyword is orientated to the company, or is the keyword orientated to a service what they provide, and then you can send them to a subpage. And still on the subpage, I hope you see that 1, 2, 3. I show them 3 images. Keep that in mind, okay? Every page, give them 3 choices. What that will do is you keep them clicking, you keep them engaged, you know. And you want to find out what are the 80% what from the website visitors, what are they looking for. Okay, and this is, in this case, they are either looking for a paternity test or legal test, or they are looking for a deal. Okay, so if you go back to this page, you want to find out what are the 3 main services, and if they're looking for a chiropractor, you send them to the home page. If they are looking for lower pain back, you want to send them to a subpage. Okay, and the site is also very, the responses of the site is very slow. I don't know if it comes to mind. So that is not readable. Okay, that is a big no-no. Okay, I cannot read this. So yeah, if you are running a PPC campaign, you don't need to send the traffic to their external landing page that you create based. You can also have your own landing page, and of course. So I think the lesson learned is have your own website, you create and you own that, and you don't want to use black background. That is a no-no. Okay, so let me cover another website. Do you guys like this or not, or do we want to do we want another website? Okay. I don't know what's coming up, so I just okay. Senior support solution. Helping you help your loved ones. Okay. What is your guys' idea about this website? So type in your idea about this website. So give me also time to think about it. Old looking, dated, I can't see it. Okay. Colors wrong. Why should someone call? I don't like the green background. Don't like color. Definitely old looking. Okay. Like the people old. Yeah. Navigation links old. What is call to action? Okay. Who entered this website in the chat box? Okay. I forgot his name, so no contact form. All the yellow is all the yellow links wrong. My name is Jerry Moline. Okay, Jerry. Let me write it down, because you already found out that I'm not good in names. Okay, Jerry. How do you send the traffic to this? How do you send the traffic to this website? Are you doing SEO or just Google Places, or do you send AdWords? What is how do you send the traffic to this website, Jerry? Are you still on acupuncture side? I'm still on this adult side, I think. We are not getting much traffic. We are doing SEO. Okay. So what do I think of this website? Okay. I agree with the comments that there's no clear call to action. Okay. I don't think you have this discussed with the client. What would you like to achieve with the website? It is just information, or do you want to get new customers? Okay. So I think the phone number in the top is good, but I would say something like call this number and get a free 30 minutes consultation or something, a free 30 minutes meeting, or you download a PDF for what tells more about details about the service, something like a good call to action. Okay. Then I don't like those buttons on the top. They are hard to read. But I have to get used to it because it is for elderly people. So I got a lot of comments about this outdated, but the question is, what do elderly people about this website? Okay. So I don't feel it is that wrong. Oh yeah, call now for free consultation. You see this call to action? That is actually good, but you need to get it on the, here. Okay. So what you have here, you need to move this to the top also. Okay. Yeah. I think your screen is frozen. Okay. Does it? Okay, I don't know. Background distracting. The black background or the green background, Tim? The black one. Yeah, I think so too. But I was thinking, what should I propose, and I couldn't come up with the idea. But I should say which color. Which color is better? Hire a web designer, all wrong. I don't think it's all wrong. They have testimonials here, so that is actually and they should argue my story, articles, services. So I think what I miss is a little bit about us. I don't know if that is services. I think the services is about us. But I would tell a little bit how old, how it, a little bit. I show the building, the rooms, So actually, I haven't made too many websites for elderly people. I think the content is pretty good. But I would clear call to action. I would have clear buttons. I think okay. That is what you want to keep in mind. Okay, people who read this website are probably on age and don't have good eyes. So you want to make sure that your letter size is big. And if that means that you can put lesser content, put lesser content, okay? What is the goal of the website? What is the goal of a website? Can people answer this? What is the goal of a website? What is the goal of any website? The goal. What would you like to achieve? Okay, I got some answers in now. Okay. Okay, so let me read this, okay? Keith said share information, and then Stan said to have a reader take a specific action. To get clients traffic, okay. Branding, finish, okay. Okay, Stan was 100% correct. To have the reader take a specific action. It is not education, okay? You need to go change that mindset, okay? A website, if the visitor visit the website, if your goal is to get more clients, that needs to be the red line of the website. Call to action. Every page, call to action. You want to lead to call to action, okay? You want to give them a reason to call, okay? You want to say something like free consultation, okay? And maybe you say call now for free 30 minutes consultation, okay? Something like that, or something like get a free consultation with the director, okay? Call now, or book your spot, something like that, you know? Make it special. Okay, so that's I kind of like this banner, you know. I think the content is pretty good. It's personalized, but I would play a little bit the colors, and for sure the buttons, and I would have them bigger. Too cluttered, okay? Yeah. If you go back to this website, you see that split in 3 traffics, you know, in 3 groups. I don't know. I don't know those senior care, if they have something for people who have memory loss, if they have a certain age, or maybe they are only need during the day help, you know. If that is the case, you can group those in three groups. I don't know if that is the case. That is why you need to ask a lot of questions on the business. I think Stan is so much ahead from all of us. He put so many good comments. In his website designed for the senior or family of the senior, I would be clear who my audience is. Yes. So you get better results if you split your traffic. If you say, okay, this is for me, this is for me, this is for me, and once you go on this website, you know, you speak about that service. So now I only read where I was interested in. Okay, this is how it works. If you want to split traffic in 3 groups, you never can go wrong if you split your traffic in 3 groups, and those 3 groups are covers 80% of your traffic, and then you speak about that group. That formula, I see that all the time. It works good. Okay, so with that said, we can do one more website, or we can go a little bit about AdWords. What do we want? Because it's already 1 hour and a half on the call. AdWords, okay. One more site, okay. I see more AdWords. Okay, 1 minute, and I give you a quick review if I like it or not, and then if I don't like it, we can cover the next time. Okay, optimized mobile net. Okay. 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 What do I think? I think you work too hard on it. That's what I think. Okay. If you would have this kind of homepage, you see those 3 groups. That's all what you need. You need a slogan and you need 3 groups. And you click on those groups and then you go to the subpage. That's how you want to organize your website. I hope that makes sense in 1 minute, okay? All this above you don't need, okay? On the home page you need something like that. Okay, I hope this will help you, and otherwise we can cover it next week. So I don't know, AdWords. Let's see what we can speak about AdWords. Let me change screen. So let me ask first some questions. Who's doing AdWords at the moment? Type in a yes or no if you do AdWords. No, but think I should learn about it? No. Yes. Yes, just starting. 1, 2, just starting, not now. Okay. Stan, you're not doing it? I think you were so advanced. Did it previous lost money? Yes, I think you are the lot. I think not everybody is saying that, but I think that is the case. Facebook ads, Joel, I probably can learn from you. I did Facebook ads in the past, but not recently, but I will. Is what I want. Okay. So a lot of people are not doing it, but they want to learn it. Okay. What do you want to achieve with AdWords? Type in what you want to achieve with AdWords. Why do you want to use AdWords? Calls, waste money, lead gen, conversion, helping my clients rank well and get traffic. Okay. Lead gen, calls to business. I have the software for AdWords but have not started learning it. Donations for non-profit, lead gen for, okay. So what you can achieve with AdWords, okay? So it's one of my test accounts what I run for certain live, and I want to show you what you can achieve. You know, here's in August, for example, August 7. I don't know. Do you see my cursor? Wednesday, August 7, 2013, 5 clicks. Does everybody see this? It's very small, so otherwise you trust me, okay? Then I go to the call portal, August 7. I got 8 calls, so probably somebody called back, okay? That is what you can achieve with AdWords, okay? And I'm not faking here anything, but if you know your stuff, you can, if you know it very good, you can 1 at 1, but if you are average, you can do 1 at 2, okay? And I'm going to show you the website where I send the traffic to. This is the website. You know how complicated this website is? You show that you're local, you do call to action, you have the phone number everywhere, and you show 3 pictures. This is all what it takes, okay? You see how we discussed those other websites, how many hours they put into it, and you just need a call to action. Okay? So everything what you, how do you say that? If you wasted money in the past, you didn't know about which keywords to use, you didn't know which ads to use, you didn't know the negative keywords, you didn't know that a website can really be simple. But if you all know those things, you get those text messages. I don't know how to show it on your screen, okay? But it is yeah. Hi Jack. So wanted to check where you were at for the month. We have seen a huge turnaround the first 2 weeks. And I set this up in an hour, okay? I set that campaign in an hour. And I changed the business. And you can do it too, okay? Yeah, you can still lose money. Yes, you can. You can still lose money, okay? But I hardly do. Why I hardly do? First, I get a sense of the business can provide good service, and I feel I can send traffic to that business, okay? Now it comes to me, can I send on a more affordable way traffic to that business than my competitor? And I can, okay, because I know how to send traffic. So let's go to, I don't know, let's go to a campaign. It's pretty simple, okay? It's not let's see which group had ad groups. It had a lot of mobile auto, okay? Let's go to the keywords. Mobile auto mechanic. Do you see those are all broad? Some people say, I want exact, you know. I don't need exact, okay? And I'm telling you something. I know if somebody is looking for mobile auto mechanic and I use a couple of negative keywords, I know for a high chance that they are looking for my service. You see this click-through rate? 10%, you know? Quality score of 7. And the ad, mobile auto mechanic, 7% click-through rate. You guys have, so 7% means from every visitor on the Google search which visit that website is clicking on my ad. Is that not cool? That you take 7% of all the traffic and every click is a call. So what I did is mobile auto mechanics, 50 minutes response time, guaranteed. Professional repairs, call now. You see how easy it is? Mobile auto mechanics, mobile auto. You see all those keywords related to this? Mobile auto, mobile auto, mobile auto, mobile auto, mobile auto. Okay? Okay, now I haven't checked negative keywords. You see this? What I did? Book, books, information, Jeep, job, jobs, maintenance. Those, I don't want that traffic, okay? If I don't want traffic which has a keyword book or books, you know? So what makes my campaign so unique, okay? I typically use keywords which are local intent. Mobile auto repair in Atlanta. Services, companies, company. You see that? Atlanta. And mobile auto mechanic, you also use it. Then the ad. I use a headline which has which is related to the keyword mobile auto mechanics. Then I want something I resonate with the server. 15-minute response time guaranteed. You think if I'm in what do I need as what do I need when I'm what would I like to hear when I have a problem with my car? Okay, you want as fast as possible get help. Okay, professional repairs and a call to action. Call now. And then I put the city name in the domain name. Does everybody get that step? And then I click on it. And I bring it to a simple website. It's very simple, okay? It has, everywhere has a phone number, is looking good, and it's all call to action, you know? Because I was already sold in the ad. And then about us. If you're thinking about getting a mobile map, you probably have a lot of questions. How long does it take? Can I get help? How much does it cost? At Mobile Mechanics, we have helped hundreds of people fixing their problem. And we are confident we can help you to get fast, free, no obligation. Call this, call to action. And some testimonials. So I think I think I cannot go in detail about every step, but I wanted to show you that with Google AdWords, if you do the right steps, it is not difficult to generate those amount of calls, and I can train you guys. Okay. How much do you A/B testing? I always test ads. Okay, you see this? I always test ads, and I'm always testing. You see, 8%, 1%. You know, that's how I do it. Mobile. You see here, this one get no click, and this one got. Okay. So always testing. Yeah. So I think it's our time is too short to go over either step. But I know the one thing I want you to leave it is, if you need to do fulfillment and you have a clear call to action, with AdWords you can do a lot. I know I'm going to learn Facebook too, so that is something that I do on top of that. But you can do a lot with AdWords. How do you set the area for the ads to appear? Typically within a radius. So that's a very good question. Okay, I don't know how this was set up. Let me check. Okay. You see, 5 mile. Okay. I got the best results with a radius. Tell you a secret. If you do zip codes, you know, you don't get as many clicks as a radius. Now that your ads that work, are you expanding to other geo areas? Yes, actually, I'm looking for this about the same clients. I haven't spent too much time in it, but I could, within a day, I can go with this campaign and this website. I can go to any client, and I can beat them. I can, you know. Let's see how much a click costs here. I haven't looked for it. Atlanta ad groups. Let's see, the average click cost is $2. Okay, so I should be able to get about $20 for each call. Let's say it costs me 2 clicks for each call, so it costs me $5 for. So I earn about $15 for each call. Do you put the area zip codes on your website? I might, but this was for towing, so I don't put too much focus on that they are local and the map, because you want that they come to you. You only, I already did enough that I show that I'm local. I already have Atlanta here, okay? Atlanta here. So I already show that I'm local. That's all what you want. That's all what the website visitor needs to know, that you're local. But you don't need a map on the, on top. You can put a map here, here the address, but you don't need to, for a towing company or mobile mechanic, you want that they come to your place. What is your method of lead gen? Is that getting new clients, or lead gen is getting customers for the company, or getting clients to pay me? What are you sending the calls? Where are you sending the calls? To the customer, but via Lead Tracker Jack, of course. So I track everything. If you don't track, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know if your campaign is working. You don't get paid. You can listen to the calls. Everything you need, you can. Okay. So if you want to, if your goal is generate the calls, you want to track them for sure. Yes. You want to have a responsive WordPress theme, or you want to use a plugin which redirects to a mobile website, because half of the people in the States, they use a mobile phone to find the local service. So you want to have that covered. So with that said, this is not the last webinar I do. It's almost 2 hours. We can have next week a follow-up meeting about AdWords, and that gives you time to think about it. I really like your comments on Facebook. I might to make an AdWords training. Who is interested if I would create a real in-depth AdWords training, and and also pay a little bit for to do that? Who would be interested that I really make you an expert? So about ads, keywords, website, everything what you need to do the fulfillment. And then of course I send a fee to for it to justify my time. So I see only yeses, so it looks like there's interest in it, so I'm thinking on that idea. I can only tell you the way I do it is very simple. So everybody says Google AdWords is hard, but if you do my specific way, it is easy. That's what I can tell you. And within 2 weeks, you get text messages I get, and you get. My customer thinks I'm a god. I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have it on. I don't know if I have it on my website. Local search PR.com. I just know my stuff. I don't know, local testimonials. See, and things also have been involved for our staff. I use with all. Okay. So getting testimonials is actually very important. If you have a client, don't be afraid to ask a review, okay, and collect those, okay. They will help the conversion. And if you do marketing for a business, you also want to ask for those reviews. Okay, about us, and then ask for the reviews, okay. You never get too many. Okay, with that said, I really appreciate your time. And I know it's a long webinar, but I think we had a lot of content. And if you still have questions, I see still come questions in. Send me a support ticket, okay? Or if you don't mind that if you think people are interested in, you can put it on Facebook. But if it is a support ticket, then jack.com. If it is support at leadfinderjack.com, and if it is lead tracker jack related, then it's support at leadtrackerjack.com. So I can organize my stuff, and if it is a software problem, my coders can take a look at it. And then if you don't mind, I really appreciate you leaving a comment on Facebook. Let me put those links out so you all have lead tracker jack. So I really would appreciate if you go to Facebook and tell about this webinar, and so everybody can benefit from that, okay? So with that said, I thank you for your time, and looking forward to see you on the call next week.